Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the official launch of the SBS Ed's Graduate Development Program. We are excited to have you with us today as we introduce this dynamic program designed to support the growth as well as the development of future industry leaders. This marks an important milestone for us as we continue to expand our online learning portfolio for the year of 2025, offering tailored solutions to empower your professional journey. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Refilwe Peu, and I'm the Director for Digital Learning at SBS Ed. And I'm honored to be joined by my esteemed colleagues, Thirisha Pillay, our online proposal and design specialist, whose expertise have been instrumental in shaping the structure of this program. We're also joined by Chanel Kromhout, our marketing manager, who played a key role in putting this event together. And our program manager, Dimakatso Tswane, is also in the room, and she'll be addressing any questions you guys might have in the chat. We're also joined by a couple of our digital as well as our SBS larger family. Thank you all for being here. We know that everyone's time is valuable. So without further delay, I'll walk you through the agenda and the key proceedings for today's session, and then we'll dive into and explore how the graduate program can drive your success. All right, so we'll start by introducing SBS Ed as well as online learning, highlighting who we are and how we fit into the larger talent development ecosystem. Next, we'll take you through the graduate development program itself. We'll cover the aim of the program, its structure, the profile of the participants, and the key benefits this program offers. Following that, we'll share a deeper dive into how we've designed this program, including the learning journey, as well as the different design and delivery formats. I'll then spin the block and return to talk about the solutions for organizations, covering our open, our in-house, as well as our bespoke intakes and our digital program design options. And then finally, we will open the floor for any questions. Please feel free during the presentation, should a question come up, please post it in the chat. And if it is more program related, we'll address it at the end of the session. But if it's more on the admission requirements and the likes, Dimakatso Tswane will answer you in the chat box. All right, so who is SBS Ed? All right, so we are part of Stellenbosch University, one of Africa's leading academic institutions, and SBS Ed is the executive education arm of Stellenbosch Business School. So while the business school offers postgraduate degrees such as the MBAs, MPhils, and postgrads, SBS Ed focuses on short courses and customized executive programs designed for professionals and organizations seeking practical, high-impact skills. So whether you're looking to enhance leadership, drive business growth, or upskill your teams, SBS Ed provides flexible, cutting-edge solutions to help you stay ahead in a rapidly evolving world. So to make learning accessible and impactful, we offer a range of delivery modes tailored to different learning needs and organizational requirements. Let's take a look at how we bring executive education to life. Right, so on screen, you'll see the different learning modalities available at SBS Ed, the platforms through which your teams can engage with some of our programs, right? So we'll start at the top with face-to-face learning, which is the traditional in-person sessions designed for direct interaction and hands-on engagement. We then have remote learning, which is live virtual sessions that replicate the classroom experience, offering a structured learning with the flexibility of a remote setting. And then we've got our blended learning, which is a strategic combination of face-to-face as well as remote, providing the best of both worlds to accommodate different learning styles as well as schedules. And then we've got the online learning, which is asynchronous learning that allows participants to engage with content at their own pace, offering maximum flexibility and self-directed learning. And then we've got hybrid learning, which is a tailored mix of face-to-face, remote, as well as online learning designed to meet specific needs of your organization as well as for your participants. Right, so both the online and hybrid programs are delivered through the digital channel at SBS Ed, which allows us to provide a scalable and flexible learning experience that meets the diverse needs for your teams or for your organizations. So now that you've had an overview, now that we've given you an overview of the learning modalities at Ed, let's take a closer look at what the digital channel is and how it supports your learning through its programs and delivery format. Right, so just a little bit about the digital channel. As highlighted in the previous slide, you realize that we have developed a range of delivery modes, giving clients the flexibility to select the option that best suits their job demands as well as their lifestyle. So the digital channel, through asynchronous courses, offers clients and participants a solution to the barrier of time and place by providing on-demand, scalable, as well as bespoke digital or online learning. This approach allows participants to engage with the material at their convenience, as mentioned before, ensuring flexibility without compromising on our quality. All right. So this delivery method is designed to meet the needs of various target markets. So this is inclusive of shift workers and retail staff with irregular schedules, travelers, leaders with demanding work commitments, I beg your pardon, remote workers who struggle to carve out time for structured learning, and of course, the younger generation, Gen Z or us millennials, who are digital natives and prefer the flexibility of an online learning environment. All right. And so when you are a participant on our program, to get the most out of your online courses, you are expected to dedicate at least 5 to 7 hours per week to the self-paced learning, right? So we recognize that the engagement as well as the interaction is essential for effective learning. And that's why we've integrated live webinars with faculty for deeper understanding, an interactive discussion forum to foster peer engagement, as well as a learning process facilitator to guide and support participants throughout their learning journey. Right, so these elements will also be further explored later in more detail later on in the session. So now that you've had an overview of the learning modalities as well as an introduction to the digital channel, I'd like us to shift our focus to the hybrid graduate development program, which is a thoughtfully designed and strategically developed offering within the digital channel to provide a clear understanding of its purpose and its value. But let's start by exploring the context behind the program itself. All right, so contextualizing the program as you see on the screen, right? So following extensive consultation with some of our current clients and a thorough review of leading industry trend reports, it became clear that the future of work is evolving rapidly. And with it, the skills as well as the capabilities required to succeed. So this strategic insight, alongside with successful completion of a pilot graduate development program, which we launched in 2024, formed the foundation of the graduate development program, also referred to as the GDP. You'll hear us referring to it as the GDP quite a bit throughout this presentation. And this is a product that is a product of thoughtful evolution and foresight. So the GDP builds on the foundation laid by our earlier Future Managers Development Program, for those of you who remember that, which focused primarily on business acumen as well as the softer skills. While the program provided a solid grounding in leadership and interpersonal dynamics, it became clear that the future world of work would demand more, greater agility, strategic thinking, and the ability to adapt to complex and rapidly changing environments. Right, so the business landscape has shifted dramatically in recent years, as we all know, exposing a growing gap between the skills businesses need as well as the capabilities of the emerging workforce. So the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report, published in 2024, highlights that analytical thinking still remains the top core skill for employers, with 7 out of 10 companies considering it as essential. Right, so the report further identifies technological change, economic uncertainty, and demographic shifts as major forces reshaping the global labor market. So graduates today entering a business environment that demands more than just the technological know-how. They need the ability to make data-driven decisions, solve problems holistically, and lead with confidence in a volatile or rapidly changing market. We also identified that there's a rise of a younger, more dynamic workforce, which is also shifting business priorities, right? So the Society for Human Resource Management notes that millennials and Gen Zs are now making up the majority of the workforce, forcing organizations to rethink their approaches to leadership, communication, as well as employee engagement. And as the expectations of younger workers evolve, organizations face the challenge of creating work environments that balance technological proficiency with strong human-centric leadership. Right, so we also have the Deloitte Global Human Capital Trends Report, also published in 2024, which reinforces this shift, stating that a focus on the human factor is emerging as the bridge between knowing what shifts are shaping the future of work and doing things to make real progress towards putting them into action to create positive outcomes. So businesses are moving away from traditional qualifications and increasingly prioritizing strategic thinking, creativity, as well as adaptability, skills that are often lacking in new graduates. Something else that we've also recognized from some of the reports that we've got was employability also emerged as a key challenge. So according to the McKinsey Global Employment Report, the ability to combine strategic insight with practical execution is now one of the most sought after skills in the job market. Yet many graduates enter the workforce lacking that real world application and strategic decision-making skills that employers value the most. So this disconnect underscores the need for a program that bridges that gap between theoretical as well as practical execution. So recognizing these trends, SPS Ed designed the Graduate Development Program as a direct response to the skills gap, right? So the GDP combines strategic insight with practical business skills, equipping graduates with a deep understanding of both macro and micro business environments and the tools to navigate them effectively. So it integrates your strategic thinking, operational excellence, customer focus, and technological fluency, ensuring that graduates can respond effectively to shifting market demands. All right, so this GDP is more than just a training program, it's a strategic solution to a clear market gap. Right, so sharpening business acumen, strengthening our decision-making, as we've mentioned, and empowering graduates to drive business success with confidence in our rapidly evolving economy. So as we take a closer look at the structure and the key components of the Graduate Development Program, you'll see how this tailored approach is designed to support both individual as well as organizational growth. So let's explore why this GDP or this Graduate Development Program stands out and how it can help your organization cultivate the next generation of leaders. I'm now going to hand over to Thorisha Pillay, our design specialist, to take you through the program overview.
Thank you so much, Ref. Hi, everybody. So I'll be taking you through the program overview, which forms part of the nuts and the bolts of the program. So the aim of the Graduate Development Program is a technical initiative designed to equip young talent with foundational skills for immediate impact. So it sort of fosters the understanding of business functions and their interconnections while providing a global best practice to support informed decision-making, resilience, and long-term organizational success in a dynamic business environment. All right, so this program is pitched or aligned to an NQF level 6. Please keep in mind that this is a short course and not a formal qualification. So thus we pitch our short courses at various NQF levels. It is a 6-month program. So we estimate that, or use this as a guideline, that participants spend roughly between 5 to 7 hours per week for their learning. How they plan to use those hours in the week is purely left to them. And that's the beauty of online or digitized learning, anywhere, anytime. So they could space out the learnings of those hours in a week, or power through it all on a Sunday. We won't judge. There are 7 self-paced modules with 7 half-day remote workshops with top-tier faculty that provide insight into how business functions connect and shares global best practices for making smart decisions in an unpredictable world. Okay. At its core, this program is all about action to implement with what we've dubbed as a group efficiency project as the key driver of learning. So it's not just about knowledge, it's about building a workforce that's dynamic, agile, and ready for anything. As I've mentioned, there will be a half-day virtual workshop per module with faculty to take participants through pertinent content for that specific module. So it gives participants an opportunity to ask any academic-related questions as well as to connect with the group to debate around certain concepts, ideas, etc. They will also spend an hour with their learning process facilitator or coach per module to link what they've learned to an efficiency project at the end. Each module has quizzes, a discussion forum to connect with their peers, and debate around certain concepts or case studies. And we have an individual assignment for the Project Management Foundations program and the Project Management Foundations module and the Business Environment module. So who is this program for? It's for recent graduates, junior professionals, and early career professionals. So this program is aimed at those early entrants into the professional landscape. They must have a tertiary qualification of some kind, either a diploma or a degree would be beneficial. All right, so I'll take you through the program overview. Okay. So as you can see, this program is built around 7 dynamic modules, each designed to equip you with essential skills and insights. I'll dive deeper into what each one has to offer. So we'll kick things off with the Project Management Foundations module, because let's be honest, everyone could use a little bit of help wrangling projects into submissions. This 4-week module does cover essentials of project management with 1 sub-module per week, which is the foundations, planning, scoping, and scheduling. So basically everything you need to know to keep chaos at bay. There's 1 individual assignment for this module. Then we move on to the data-driven decision-making module, because we all know that the difficulties we all face to interpret data. But this module sort of shows us how to interpret them efficiently and effectively for better business decision-making, and it's a 2-week long module. Then we move on to the operations management module, which unpacks the inner workings of a value chain and the key enablers to drive operational efficiencies. Over 4 weeks and 4 sub-modules, participants will learn how to optimize processes and keep things flowing like a well-oiled machine. Then we switch gears to systems thinking, because organizations just aren't a collection of random parts. They're complex, interconnected threads. So this 2-week module does dive into a big picture, helping participants to assess organizational strategies through a systems lens. It features 2 sub-modules, which is the complexity and mechanistic thinking in the workplace, for when things get a bit messy, and the applications of systems thinking to help make sense of it all. It does have a futures thinking undertone to it as well. The next step, we take a step back and look at the bigger picture of the business environment module, because no job or organization does exist in a vacuum, even though it sometimes feels that way. So this module helps participants connect the dots between their roles, the organizations as an entity, and the ever-changing macro and micro business environments as well. So we dive into some serious cool tools such as SWOT analysis, PESTLE, the Osterwalder business canvas model, just to make sense of the trends and the risks and opportunities we present ourselves with. It's a 3-week journey with 3 power-packed modules, giving participants the strategic edge to navigate the business landscape like pros. So there is an individual assignment for this module as well. Almost at the finish line, but not before we tackle a game changer of a module called customer centricity. This module is all about service excellence, not just meeting expectations, but blowing them out of the water. Participants will explore what it takes to create these memorable customer experiences, build loyalty, and turn everyday interactions into opportunities and growth. Whether it's dealing with clients, colleagues, or that one department that never responds to emails, This module helps to ensure that service delivery and excellence isn't just a buzzword, it's a way of working. And finally, we wrap things up with a topic that's as exciting as it is slightly nerve-wracking in today's world of AI. We call this Artificial Intelligence Foundations. This module breaks down the foundational concepts of AI, exploring the different types and immense value which AI brings into businesses and beyond. But here's the kicker. Understanding AI isn't just about cool technology and automation. It's about ethical implications that come with it. So this module makes sure that participants don't just know what AI is, but how to think about it critically and its impact. Because let's be honest, the robots aren't just taking over yet, but it's best to stay ahead of the curve. It is 2 weeks long with 2 sub-modules, wrapping things up. All right, so the program structure at the orientation, we'll shake things up by forming groups and selecting practical topics, because nothing says teamwork like tackling real-world challenges together. The group-based efficiency project, which is an action learning experience similar to our business-driven action learning project from our management programs, it's very similar, but here's the twist. The project challenges participants to think innovatively about real business challenges and comes up with practical, efficient solutions that organization can actually implement. Our learning process facilitator that plays matchmaker assembles the groups and guides them through team dynamics, problem solving, and applying their learnings in a hands-on way. The final output, a well-structured written document and a presentation that showcases their insights. And because you know that projects can feel like a marathon, we've built in feedback loops, which are regular touch points with our learning process facilitator or coach to check up on the progress. They provide guidance and keeps everybody on track. In our design, what we've also done is include halfway presentations for them to practice a little bit and not get caught off guard at their final presentations at the end. We do understand that they would need a bit of hand-holding on this journey. Plus, we've also included milestones to make sure that nobody is scrambling at last minute to prepare for that final submission. So think of it as a gentle but firm nudge to help teams cross that finish line comfortably and successfully. So we've enlisted several benefits of this program, but I will just touch on a few benefits. Firstly, the GDP takes participants through real-world applications, whereby you apply their knowledge to practical business challenges. The collaborative learning environment, whereby participants get to work in teams to enhance problem solving and teamwork. They get to build their confidence and competence at the workplace, whereby they can work in teams to enhance problem solving and teamwork, which is a great way to connect with their peers as well. And finally, it builds a proactive culture, clarity, and accountability, fostering a mindset of initiative, responsibility, and clear communications. All right, so I will take you through the module and journey overview. So as you can see, this is what we call a journey overview or a one-pager, which we call it here at SBS Ed, which shows us the journey and how it flows from one module to the next and encompasses all the learning elements together, such as the multiple choice questions or quizzes, discussion forums, because sometimes digital or online learning does get a bit lonesome. So we need a bit of interaction or cross-pollination of ideas from one person to the next. We have those feedback loops. Those are active touch points with your learning process facilitator, and the efficiency project, which is at the halfway juncture mark and at the end of the program. Participants will get this journey overview at their orientation, and this will be on Moodle to help them with their planning and apply their minds. Just to be clear, this program is an asynchronous program, meaning that the content is housed online on our learning management platform called Moodle, whereby participants can spend anywhere between 5 to 7 hours per week going through the content. So enlisted are some of the elements that make up the design and delivery of asynchronous learning, which is the online content, enriching videos, online resources, synchronous faculty-led workshops. That's the active touch points that we do virtually, and they can engage in the discussion forum. And we also throw in LinkedIn Learning for the duration of the program, whereby some of the videos and content on LinkedIn Learning can be a supplement to add to their learning on the graduate development program as well. So the next slide shows our program faculty. This is subject to change. So these are the brilliant minds behind our graduate development program. So they were carefully selected faculty from our dream team. These experts aren't just here to throw theories at you, but they're your guides, the mentors, and knowledge navigators, helping make sense of the twists and turns of the learning journey. They're there to ensure that you get the most out of the experience of the graduate development program. Finally, I will now share the look and feel of our learning management platform called Moodle. It's a very short video, which I will be showing you an example of another program called Negotiation Skills. But the look and the feel of that program is the same for the graduate development program. Thereafter, I will hand you back to Rafiel where to take you through the solutions for your organizations.
And thank you very much, Tharisha. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, an in-depth overview of the Graduate Development Program and the strategic thinking behind its design. I must apologize for the technical hiccup that I had earlier. It seems that my camera and I weren't seeing eye to eye, but I finally got it working. So thank you very much for your patience. All right, so let's get into the solutions for your organizations. At SBS Ed, we understand that every organization has unique talent development needs, and that's why the graduate development program can be tailored to your organization's specific objectives. So ensuring that it delivers maximum impact and aligns with your strategic goals, I'd like for us to take a closer look at the two available options. All right, so the GDP is available in an in-house or closed cohort solution, which is a structured, ready-to-deliver program designed exclusively for your organization. It focuses on the specific challenges and opportunities faced by your business, ensuring that the learning experience is highly relevant and immediately impactful. So this option allows you to upskill your graduates collectively, ensuring the consistency and alignment with your organizational goals. All right, so for organizations that are looking for a more tailored approach, we also offer a customized solution for the graduate development program and any other program that we have on the shelf. And this is a build your own learning experience, or build your own course, as we like to call it, which allows you to select specific modules from our portfolio to create a program that directly addresses your business strategic priorities as well as your graduate development goals. Right, so both options provide custom intake dates and course durations, and required is a minimum of 15 participants. And this is the absolute minimum. We can go over that, ensuring that the program is delivered at a time and pace that works for your organization and for your graduates as well. Right, so in the next slide, I'll demonstrate how the Build Your Own course option works and how you can tailor the graduate development program to meet your specific needs. All right, perfect. All right, so Build Your Own graduate development program or Build Your Own course. As you can see on the screen, the GDP offers the highly customizable structure to meet your organization's unique needs. So on the left-hand side, you'll see the core modules that form the foundation of the GDP, right? So these modules come from the off-the-shelf program, as Tharisha has just explained, focusing on the business and the management skills, right? So this is your project management, data-driven decision, the business environment, operations, customer centricity, systems thinking, as well as the AI, and the very popular efficiency project, right? And on the right-hand side of your screen, you have the option to select from a range of additional modules to create a tailored learning journey that aligns with your strategic goals. So these modules are all sourced from our NQF Level 6 aligned programs. This consists of programs such as our previous Future Managers Development Program, as well as our Management Development Program as well. So this ensures that the learning experience remains academically aligned with the design of the GDP. Right, so additional modules cover key areas such as your self-leadership, communication, managerial finance, people management, marketing, leadership, presentation skills, inspiring innovation. We've also thrown in a managing mental health and wellness at the workplace, which I think is very topical amongst our graduates or amongst all employees countrywide. So this customization process is guided by our Stellenbosch University short course policy, right? So this ensures that the program maintains its academic integrity and also that it's in alignment with the university standards, right? To also further enhance the learning experience, we are also able to include elements such as face-to-face workshops with faculty. So if you remember, Tharisha mentioned the half-day remote sessions. We are able to swap those out depending on your specific needs. A face-to-face workshop, 1 day, minimum 1 per module, offering the program in a hybrid format. Right, so this ensures that participants obviously don't miss out in the engagement in the practical real-world learning and peer interaction. Right, so this creates a dynamic and interactive learning environment for them as well. Right, so all of these adjustments, as I've mentioned, I need to add this disclaimer, they're all made in alignment with the policy guidelines to maintain academic consistency and program quality as well, right? So this structure ensures that the GDP is not only comprehensive, but also highly adaptable. So it gives you the flexibility to shape the program according to whatever your business goals are. All right, so now you may be wondering, what does this consultative process look like? We'll explore that in more detail in the next slide. All right, so what if you are a learning and development manager or learning and development team that wants to get into consultative process with us? First things first, you have to get into contact with myself or Tharisha via my email. I'm sure all of you have my email address, but I'm sure it'll be popped into the chat as well. It's also on the screen. We'll set up a scoping session as the second step to understand what your business priorities, challenges, and learning objectives are. So this helps us identify the right mix of core and additional modules to meet your needs, right? So we then align the program in the third step. We then align the program design with your organizational strategy. So this is to ensure that the learning outcomes directly support your business goals. So the efficiency project is also customized to reflect your strategic priorities, right? And then in the fifth step, once again, the design is finalized. We'll then present the structure or the final proposal or the final learning journey, as Tharisha has highlighted, as well as the commercial agreement for your approval. And once we've received that sign-off, obviously registration takes place with the Stellenbosch University. And then we kick off with that program, and we obviously provide ongoing support to ensure smooth rollout and maximum impact. So as value adds, we also offer expert faculty involvement, the peer learning opportunities, as well as the ongoing feedback and reports to enhance the learning experience. And this process ensures that the GDP is not only tailored to your business needs, but also designed to drive meaningful results. Right. So in closing, the Graduate Development Program offers a tailored strategic solution to the evolving needs of your organization by enrolling the graduates or by enrolling graduates in the GDP. You gain a high return on investment, build a stronger, more agile talent pipeline, and equip your workforce with the critical skills needed to thrive in today's fast-paced business environment. So this program not only provides immediate business impact through practical application, but also offers flexibility with the hybrid learning approach. So that ensures minimal operational disruption. So with the efficiency project aligning learning needs with your strategic goals, graduates can demonstrate measurable outcomes to executives, reinforcing the program's value in the final presentation. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for considering the GDP or the Graduate Development Program as a key part of your talent development strategy. We look forward to hearing from you guys and collaborating with you to build the next generation of leaders for your organization.